Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss the 2006 Black Christmas, starring Katie Cassidy, Michelle Trachtenberg, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Oliver Hudson, Lacey Chabert, Kristen Clark, and Andrea Martin, and directed by Glenn Morgan. I'm kind of new to this movie, but I have seen a little bit of advertisements, just a little bit, not too much though. But what do I think of it? I never saw it until to this day. Let's get into it. In a stormy night is a jailhouse where a killer named William Lenz, aka Billy, who killed his parents when he was younger. Then we move to Kelly Presley, played by Katie Cassidy, making out with her boyfriend Kyle, played by Oliver Hudson, and goes inside with her sorority sisters Melissa, played by Michelle Trachtenberg, Heather, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Dora, played by Lacey Chabert, Claire, Lauren, and Ms. Mac, played by Andrea Martin. And I'm not connecting with these characters in this poorly directed movie, I must say. Billy escapes the jailhouse by giving a guard a Christmas present and stabs the motherfucker and some girl who lives in the sorority house. Megan sees some porn, it looks like she gets out of her room to go to the attic, and I thought, get the fuck out of there. But she goes inside like a stupid person would and gets killed right off the fucking blue. And this is a pretty damn short movie, and it's a bumpy ride. In Christmas 1970, Billy was born and hated by his mother, and she and his father hates his mother, as she's led to believe Santa Claus isn't coming for Billy because he got killed by the Russians. She comes off like a slimy bitch. And this isn't making me care, because I don't care, but it makes me feel sorry for Billy, because his father cares about him more than his evil movie, and it's executed very poorly. Billy calls the house and scares the young women, and Heather almost leaves until Eve gives her a Christmas present in 1982. The mother is having sexual intercourse, and we jump forwarded to 9 months later, and we learn this in this scene is after Agnes was born, and it is as it fucking turns out, Eve is Agnes. And why am I not caring about this? The problem is, there's just no way I like the story, nor can I care at all. In 1991, Billy gets a telescope for Christmas, just so to spy on his family, and this family Billy has come off very cruel, and he steals Agnes and not kill her, but takes her eye out and kills the rest of the family and cooks their body parts. And I thought, shit, this movie is getting just fucking sick, and I'm starting to hate it right away. Lee, played by Kristen Clark, comes by the house looking for her half-sister, Claire, who got killed earlier in the film, and Kelly finds out what Kyle did before asking her out. And Miss Mac throws Kyle out of the building while Lauren is drunk and throws up and showers, and Billy peeks up like a pervert, and she's in the shower, and this reminded me of Friday the 13th in a way, and it felt like a snooze. So please it made me feel like snoozing. So please wake me up when the killing starts going on. Dana gets killed by Billy was a poorly executed scene, and it took at least 51 minutes to get to that point in the fucking horror movie. Eve's head gets cut off, and that was off screen. Therefore, she's not Agnes after all. No shit. Heather and Miss Mac get killed by the car, and at this point, I was checked out of this movie. And I didn't care who lives or dies anymore. But I had to continue for the show. Otherwise, I would have turned this damn thing off if it weren't for that. Just like I thought in the remake of Child's Play of leaving the theater when Chucky strangles and kills the cat, is what this is kind of reminding me of. Lauren is strangled to death by Billy, and Kyle comes comes in to help him, and Kelly, which felt unrealistic after their fight earlier in the movie. Kyle gets killed in the attic, which good riddance because he kind of doesn't. He deserved it, actually. We do see Melissa is dead, but off screen, which did irritate me. We then find out it was Agnes who was doing the killing, and that didn't surprise, nor did it convince me. Kelly and Lee go to a hospital, and they're expecting terror with Billy terrorizing the place, and Kelly getting fucking kills them after killing Lee, and I was glad to turn this motherfucker off. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 1.2 out of 10. This movie is truly as bad as the Child's Play remake. I don't like the characters at all, and as I was sick to my fucking stomach, it was a bumpy ride and not a convincing bumpy ride of a horror movie. What a very poor excuse of a horror movie, and as long as I shall live, I'm going to pretend this movie doesn't exist. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me, and next time I will be back with the 2019 Black Christmas. And until then, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.